My good friend Bill Duggan, he's relaxing, he's unwinding.
Watching
he's
some HSN.
Tuning us out and nobody's hearing him do it. Okay, so I think anybody can agree. If you're somebody that recharges with a run, or you're somebody that relaxes in your home with a book, sound is everything, right? Jackhammer of construction, screaming children, barking dogs, it ruins the Zen moment. So we wanted to give you great headphones in this show. We want to empower you to the best music, and we wanted to make it wireless. So whenever and wherever, if it's just about drowning out a crying baby on an airplane and finding a moment of Zen on a stressful flight, these are our #1 absolute best-selling premium wireless headphone. In fact, just to give you an idea, we've sold over 250,000 of the Samsung Level U's here at HSN. Today, they are better than a BOGO. Today, you get 2 individual Level U wireless headphones for $15 on Flex. Over $200 off the retail value. All these great and extra goodies thrown in so that you can turn off the noise of the world. Play a spa channel on Pandora or Sirius. Watch your favorite movie without arguing with the person next to you who doesn't want to hear it. Letting a stressful environment around you, like being on a plane or being on a train, become a moment to create a personal bubble around yourself. These are our #1 bestsellers. They've got tons of great premium features, and they're $30 a pair. Relaxation for you and your spouse. Relaxation for you and Frozen for your daughter in the back seat. Relaxation for you while Frozen is playing in the back seat. They are exceptional quality. They're our most beloved set. And they really do, they connect you with that way to shut out the world, even if you feel like you can't do it for yourself.
Well, that's just it. When we finally get that chance to cocoon, we appreciate it. We want to make the most of it. We want to not hear the dishwasher or the kids or that movie for the umpteenth time. We want to enjoy that audio. It could be in the bathtub. And realize the features that we're going to show you tonight, these originally launched at $100. The magnetic ear clasp for one set.
And you get 2.
For that magnetic ear clasp and Bluetooth compatibility, that means it works with Samsung or with Apple. It works with tablets and smartphones, laptops with Bluetooth, that television with Bluetooth in it. You can put that on mute, yet you can enjoy the great quality. I mean, it really gives you nice, convenient design, comfortable, yet customizable fit. This, I love, that dual mic, so you have noise reduction, but also echo cancellation, so when you take your phone call, you're hands-free, 11 hours of talk time. But get this one. 500 hours of standby time.
Wow.
And that doesn't mean just 500 hours of sitting down. I mean, that's 500 hours left on, and when you go to it, it works.
And nothing makes me crazier than feeling like I need to go for a run to recharge my battery and I don't have my music. I mean, our senses connect to our soul. When you want to run, good music lets you run a little further, lets you not necessarily hear yourself gasping, and you can take these on a run with you. You know, for some of you, you can't read a book until you drown out the world around you. For some of us, we get on a plane, we try to fall asleep, and the baby starts crying 3 rows behind. I love my children very much, and I can handle their tears. I can't handle anybody else on the plane. And I need the sleep, I need the rest, I need the moment of quiet when I was late for the terminal or don't know where my bag is or got weirdly searched getting through TSA. Sound can truly connect you to whatever it is that you're trying to reach, whether it's a good workout for a physical recharge, or it's a way to melt the world away and unwind. And remember, tonight it's 2. So one is for relax, one is for recharge. One is for unwind, one is for go for a run, or quite frankly, one's for you and one is as a gift. I mean, one is for you and one is in the gym bag for when you go to get that exercise, and the other's in the beach for when you go to lay in the sun. Tonight, and they're separately boxed, so if you want to give the gift of phenomenal headphones and tell this wonderful story about connecting you to relaxation, introduce them to a spa channel on Pandora or, you know, through Sirius XM. There's all sorts of great ways to get great content, and they'll always work. They'll always be comfortable. It's the reason they're #1 top sellers. We wanted to connect you to them if you haven't seen them before. Today, it's not 1 pair for $100. It's 2 individual pairs separately boxed for $15 on FlexPay. That's why over 7,100 have been sold since we did this at a special price. That's over half the quantity we can do at this special price. And it's a great way to say, sometimes I can't stop the world around me, but I sure can shut a lot of it down.
And that's just it. You wear these all day long. You forget you're wearing them until you want to be connected or need to be connected, because maybe you have that conference call, maybe you want to have that moment of zen. And how do you do it? You listen to that tape on relaxation. You have the relaxation expert on. And it reminded me back to the day when my mom used to play audio cassettes when she would meditate and ground and all that stuff. Yet we all had to hear it. And the thing is, your mom out there, you're busy, or I wanted to have that moment of zen. I can put these on, and all of a sudden, I'm not hearing that crazy audio, or maybe it's my moment of zen is to listen to that action movie. And all you do is you get these home, you turn them on, you pair it once, and all of a sudden that audio becomes quiet. It becomes your little cocoon. So maybe you're tired of hearing the kids' audio, but maybe you don't want them to hear your audio, and now all of a sudden you put these on, you forget you're wearing them. There's a reason why half our makeup artists in the makeup room here will wear these, because they can still get their work done, but then when they need to take a phone call or listen or zen out, they just pop these in their ear, and it's their own private oasis.
And you know, the other nice thing, you want to talk about relax? How about knowing you have a last-minute great gift, a quality Samsung premium product as a gift, to not stress about running to the store before you go to the birthday party, or stress about having not sent something to your nephew or your niece. These work for absolutely everybody. Every tablet, every smartphone, every smart TV that's out, most laptops and desktop computers. And like Bill said, it's always there for you. You know, you have it on, you wear it all day. If you're somebody that's on your feet and working with your hands, you know, you can take and receive phone calls. You can be a safer driver and not put your phone up to your ear and do it. It is our #1 top seller, and they're a customer pick. To get a sale price like this, you go, oh, well, maybe you introduced them at $100 and people didn't love them. They love them. It's a customer pick, and today you get 2 pairs of Samsung level quality for $15 on your credit card. We have limited supplies of these available. And whether you look at it as a way to empower yourself to run, and that's the way you recharge, or bike, and that's the way you enjoy free time to yourself and connect to something that makes you feel good and is that thing you treat yourself to that feeds your soul, or, you know, it is about, how do I control the world around me and say, I'm not gonna get stressed out and crazy on the plane. I'm not gonna let the screaming baby 4 rows behind me bother me. I'm gonna enjoy what matters most to me and create a cocoon around myself. These are great buy. And no matter what your surroundings are, if you're trying to go through guided meditation and you need help with it, or you're looking for great rockin' music to motivate you to run a little further and faster, you know our Brookstone guest, he's coming up next. He works for a major massage company. He says his way to recharge is with a run. This is the way to do it. We've only got 5 minutes left to go. You'll see on your screen over 7,200 of these have been sold. Stock up so that you've got yourself covered, and you can take away the stress of gift giving, because everybody will love these.
Anybody, any size, you don't know their sizes, their favorite artist, and the thing is, you get those moments of zen, and yes, maybe it's sometime curled up on the couch or in bed, but like right now, I'm listening to great music. I'm not bothering Brett on the couch or in the cubicle or the roommate next to me, and I want you to hear this great audio. All this amazing audio, it's crystal clear. Where's my mic? Right down there. All my controls are right there on my collarbone within reach. So I don't need to be digging for my phone, be connected or plugged into my tablet, because I want to pause it. I just hit it right here. And the thing is, it's not even just your audio for music. It is the podcast, the games we like to play. We were talking about it earlier. Sometimes for us to clear our head, we need to play a little game. We need to, you know, get lost in a little Candy Crush or even Solitaire, but we like the little audio that comes with it. You can do that.
You know, I hate to say it, but like, I can even get enjoyment out of like cleaning the kitchen or vacuum cleaning if there's music playing that feeds my soul.
My mom finds vacuum cleaning the most therapeutic thing. So we love it for it, but sometimes you want a little music to go along with it. Or if you're vacuuming and you know you're up and about and around the house, the phone rings. Do you hear the phone? Are you near the phone? You can actually take your telephone calls with this, because if the phone rings, you hit the accept button. You want to ask something from your phone, whether it's like, oh, what time's my appointment? You can ask your phone, Android or Apple, it doesn't matter. So like right now, I'm engaging with my phone. I can be like, what time's my next appointment? It will tell you that. We're connected to our devices. We're talking about being connected to ourselves, but sometimes we have our addictions to our devices, because that's where our phone is, that's where entertainment is. And with this purchase, you're not breaking the bank, yet you can be connected. You can leave one at work,
and
or
you're
upstairs,
buying,
downstairs.
And you're not to interrupt, I'm sorry.
No.
You're buying a great brand. You're not buying an off brand. You're buying our #1 top selling. These are a customer pick with not a couple of hundred sold, with not a couple of thousand sold, with over 270,000 sold. This is the first headphone feature feature presentation we're doing on Connected Life. It is about finding a way to connect yourself to innovation and to technology and to better versions of what you've seen out there in the industry. And today we're also just connecting you to this deal of a deal. Samsung quality, customer pick, over 250,000 sold, not one for $100, not two for $100, two individual pairs for $15 on your credit card to say, you know what? There are times where I would love to have music and I don't. In the grocery store, I get stressed. In the airplane terminal, I get nervous. You know, I know somebody who's a nervous flyer. Let them play their favorite song, their favorite music. If you've heard about the concepts of meditation, you know, Oprah and Deepak Chopra have this amazing 21-day challenge. It's all through sound. You can listen to it sitting right next to the person who goes, I'm not gonna meditate on you. If you're somebody that wants to try that out and it needs to be your experience and nobody else's, it's right here for you. Whether you need to cocoon or whether you do wanna recharge, you know, you want blasting, blaring, phenomenal high-powered music. You know when the beat of a song goes faster than your heartbeat speeds up to catch up to it, which is why it works really well when you're gonna run or get on a bike or a treadmill or do something like that.
And you forget how long you've been running and how long you've been on a treadmill, which can be priceless. I wanna show you something. So I'm gonna watch my movie. It's right over here. It's watching on my tablet. Oh, but I need to go get something across the room. I'm connected to my tablet. So I can get that same audio, makes the housework go that much easier. I wanna pause it. I don't have to run back. I don't have to go and grab my phone. All my controls are right here on my collarbone, so I can just hit that pause button and I can pause that audio in that movie. You are connected with a great battery life, a great quality name, and there's a reason why this is that #1 name brand out there, because it does do a lot for us. And that's why you shop here, because let's be real, when we launched these, it was $100 for one. We've doubled it up. We're giving you, each one of them gets a 1-month voucher to Pandora, 3 months to an app called Transparent to learn a language, because that's just it. We're talking about music and movies and gaming. We learn on our tablets and our phones and connected to Snapchat. I mean, those Snapchat videos are cute.
And look at all these buttons. Look at the way you can control this set at any time.
And it's all right there, whether it's volume, pause and play. Remember, answering your telephone calls, talking to Siri or Cortana, because remember, it goes across the bounds of just Apple and Android. It goes Apple, Android, tablet, smartphone, computers with Bluetooth, televisions with Bluetooth. And it is a phenomenal gift because people know that wireless technology, which let me tell you, that's the wave of the future. Those newer phones and devices don't even have a port that we can plug into.
Right.
So you need to go wireless. And when it's affordable, you can go wireless too.
Not to mention, you know, listening to like relaxation radio on Pandora.
Beautiful.
When you're in the grocery store, suddenly you kind of don't care how long the line is. You know, when Spa Station and all this free content you're getting to try all this stuff out, when it's playing, when you hear the third flight delay. By the way, when you hear the third flight delay, the battery on these still work versus dying out. They're a great set. And today they're at a steal of a deal price. Connect yourself to the latest and greatest in Bluetooth